Hi everybody, it's Miss Lynch. I've been receiving a lot of questions regarding the central DOE G Suites. Okay, a couple of things you may have noticed. Number one, Clever is no longer available. Unfortunately, those items that were in Clever, like Discovery Education, Nearpod, some of the other items that were in there, they were only purchased for this past school year. So when those licenses expired, New York City Department of Education did not renew them. There is word that Leslie Schecht from District 75 Technology is going to be purchasing licenses for Pear Deck and Nearpod. We already do have BrainPop. We have Discovery Education, and we have Vocabulary. I will get those links out to you. I know that I have sent them out before, but in case you are looking for the codes for those, I will try to get them out onto the website. The other important issue that I have been noticing is it appears that the central domain is doing a little switch. So it's just kind of moving from that IDP cloud over to what is known as TeachHub. So I literally just went into Google, I typed in TeachHub, and I opened up this page. Okay, so then when you open this page, it just kind of gives you a description. But here, where it's underlined and highlighted in blue, is the link, the direct link to TeachHub. So it's weird because it does say IDP NICENet EDU, but it's going to open up looking a little bit different. I'm going to put my credentials in. And remember, when you get to a page that looks like this, whether you're signing into CSIS or into the Central Platform, you're just going to put in the first part. You don't have to put the email in, and the same goes for your students. This is also a big issue. A lot of the students are putting in, Johnny B 42 at nycstudents.net, and people are saying it's not working. Have them just put in the Johnny B 44 and then the password. And I know that this was emailed out. I believe possibly Rebecca sent it out. And it's so funny that they still have this Clever thing. It doesn't really do much. It just says, I don't know if it's something that they are going to be adding stuff to, or if we're totally just done with Clever. I don't even know. But I've gotten several emails about Clever. I do apologize. It's dumb, for now, at least. So you will notice that Microsoft Outlook is here, Microsoft Calendar. The DIIT remote learning calendar is here. I also will be providing you guys with the District 75 has their learning calendar out, and Stars Classroom is also here right on your front page. But if you scroll down, there's not much else. What I've been having people do is go to high school, okay? And if you remember on our first day of orientation, we had to log into the G Suite. So now what we're going to do, we're going to go into Google Classroom. So it all kind of looks like this now. I would say forget about what's up here because things are not 100% there yet. So forget about what's up here, but let's concentrate here. So we got Google Classroom, we have Google Drive, Hangouts, this is most likely going to just merge with Meet. Google Meet is here, Google Translate, Microsoft Calendar, Microsoft 365. Please make note that teachers and staff members, you guys are still using Microsoft Office or Outlook as your email, and students do have email with Gmail. Okay, if you are receiving an error or whatever saying that the student didn't receive it, as long as it comes from the New York City Department of Ed domain, so the New York City Department of Ed domain is going to be the @schools.nyc.gov or the @nycstudents.net. They are all in the same domain, so as long as they are together, then your kids will be able to email you, and you will be able to email them. There are some very heavy security platforms that are placed on those email addresses. So if you're practicing sending emails with your kids, they're not going to be able to send a resume to Target or anything like that. They can only use that email to collaborate within New York City domain. Hopefully that's all understood. The other thing is, if you're going to be using Teams, you're going to do it from here. If you're going to be using Zoom, you're going to be doing it from here. Many of you may have noticed that private Zoom is not that secure. You're going to have to make sure that you're on the DOE Zoom, you're on the DOE Teams, you're on the DOE Meet. Those of you who are trying to do breakout rooms, I would suggest doing Zoom or Teams, but Meets is going to be a little challenging to do. So let's go right into Google Classroom. Your assignments are going to be in here. Your people are going to be in here. So I have a couple of classes here. So if you wanted me to be in your class, because you were told to add me, and you do not see your class here, you did it wrong. So give it another try. So Miss Flick, you're here, and Revis, you're here. I will accept them. I may not get back to you that often, at least at first. I'm going to go into my class. So here is my class code. I can always give this out to people so they can join that way. But what you really should be doing is you should be adding teachers with their DOE email addresses. So Lockbaum. At schools.nyc.gov. Click on here, and I'm going to invite her into my. Okay, so it says Marina Lockbaum. If your teacher that you're trying to invite, if it doesn't say their name, you may have to double check on that email address. Again, we are not using 721 Xmail. We have to go through the Teach Hub. Sorry about the barking dog. You have to go through the Teach Hub and create your classes there, invite your people from there. Your people all have to be within our domain. So that means their email addresses are going to either end in @schools.nyc.gov, or I have a student here and his is @nycstudents.net. So that's what the students' end is going to look like. Ours is going to look like at schools.nyc.gov. Hopefully that makes some sense for you guys. So as long as you go through the Teach Hub, you add your teachers through the Teach Hub, or add your teachers in the people using their @schools.nyc.gov, and you add your students using the @nycstudents.net, we should be in good shape. It's going to also, in the center, it's going to say, if he had accepted, it will say invite parent, and then it'll give you the option to add the parent's email address, or if this student had already been in and the parent had been in, it may just be already there for you, and you just click on that email address and send it on its way. So that is how you would add people. So we've gone over how to create a Google Classroom. Make sure you're in Teach Hub again, okay? Create your Google Classroom. Then you can go into Stream. So for here, I just have Good Morning, and it was from September 9th. You can add your classwork. Again, if you've used Google Classroom on any way in 721X, or when we used to use the IDP Cloud, it's going to be the same thing. Okay, you hit create. You're going to be able to create an assignment. I have Kami already installed, so you can create a PDF that the kids can write on using Kami. Forms would be a quiz assignment. You can post a question. You can add material. You can repost. So this might be helpful if you are, practicing something that needs to be practiced often. You can repost it. And then topic, like if I have a topic here of tech assistance, let's just make it up here. It's going to come over here, okay? So then anytime I have an assignment that has to do with tech assistance, it'll be all grouped over here on the left-hand side. So it's literally just a way to organize stuff. So that's in Stream. That's in Classwork. Stream is going to be very, very similar. You can share different things on the Stream, okay? You can edit from your Google Drive, your link, your files, a YouTube video. I'll do it later, but I am in the middle of creating a YouTube playlist that's all technology for you guys to look at the website, okay? So let's just put the website is here, p721x.org. Check it out. There's a lot of stuff on there. It's really cool, okay? So we went over Stream, we went over Classwork, we went over people. The other thing that you can do, if it's something that you want to do, is you can keep track of your grades. So anytime you assign something in Classwork, you can give it points and then grade it and keep track of the grades over here, which would be helpful when it comes time for report cards. So I know it's a lot. There has been so many changes. I'm really hoping that they slow down on the changes, because it is very overwhelming for you guys. It's very, very overwhelming for families and especially students. I will do my best to support you guys. I have some forms that are now on the website. So if you go into p721x.org, this is our website again. Anytime there's an alert, it's going to pop up here. You just exit out after you read it, of course. And then we have, this is the homepage. So if you were to go down, it's got information on remote learning and all the announcements and our calendar and our mission statement, the 721X model. We have some videos that are down here. The work site is here. These are the different work sites. And there's information that's attached to the work sites. And then in about, this is really for parents to see what our school is about. Blending Learning is going to have a lot of information on what's going on right now for us. So important information is going to be here on COVID-19 and quick links for families. Okay, so student resources we have here. I'll be adding more to it. But there's Student Council, the PBIS, Equity. This is all for the students to gain access to and look at. We have an area for parents, so you can please invite your parents to come on here. There's information for new families. There's information about transition, PTA and SLT. Community resources have been updated on here, and family communication is going to be a list of important staff contacts for them to reach out to. Another thing I wanted to point out here is our faculty and staff. Please look at this. If you notice you are not on here, email me, llynch6@schools.nyc.gov. Let me know you're not on here. Let me know if you need a picture. Everybody should have a picture on here. Let me know if you hate your picture, you want me to resubmit one. Just send me one that I can crop and mess around with. And then here finally, teacher support. So I'm already logged into schools.nyc.gov, so all these things are going to open up for me. We have set it up so these are connected to the drive that is in schools.nyc.gov. You will have to log into your schools.nyc.gov G Suite, okay? And then we have here personal days. So if you need to take a personal day, you click on here. You're going to have a form. You fill in the form, and whoops, sorry about that. You fill in the form. It goes to the people who it needs to go to. Same deal with leave and early release. I'm working on a custodial request form. I will be talking to Mike the fireman at main site, and I guess we'll see about the other sites on who I have to contact for them. Technology. So if you are in need of assistance for technology, let's just say your computer is not working for whatever reason, and you are in the main site, you're going to click here, you're going to fill out that form. If you are in Monroe, you're going to click here, you're going to fill out that form. If you need ink, you're going to click in the ink. I'll change this so it says main site ink. You're going to click on the ink request form, fill it out. If you are a remote teacher, you most likely do not have one of my printers, or I shouldn't say my printers. You probably don't have a school printer at home, but if you do, please just wherever you typically work, click on that ink request, and this way for the inventory it'll all match up well for me. I'm not giving out any ink unless the correct form is filled out, because inventory needs to get back in shape. If you are in need of tech assistance and you are working remotely, please just click on this. And if you are in need of request for tech tutorials, I'm going to change this there. If you click here, it just asks some questions like, what is the issue, whatever, and I can create tech tutorials for families. If you are a staff member and you are in need of a tutorial, I'm going to please ask you to look in the technology playlist. I will be adding more stuff to that just because these tutorials are very time consuming, and I'm kind of spread thin already. So please just take a peek. Make sure that your questions can be answered elsewhere. You may even be able to just go onto Google or go onto YouTube, check out my technology playlist. Some people are on Facebook. If you are, a lot of teachers are also on there. They run into issues. People post things. And then also, there's other people working in the building, so you can always ask them for help. If you have tried everything and you're still like, I am at a loss, I really need you to create a tutorial for me, then, fill out the form. I will do my best to get the tutorial created for you. And that is about it. There's a whole bunch of other stuff that I've been putting onto the website, and David Aloisio, as well as Lisette and Jill Golden, have been helping myself and Ms. Aracena keep the website up to date. It's a lot of work. We are very proud of the work that we have put into it, and we are really asking for you guys to start using that website, and also please start directing your parents to the website. Hopefully you guys are having an awesome weekend. It's Saturday. Happy New Year to all that celebrate, and let me know how I can support you. Thanks, guys. Bye.